Guys, it's 313. Everybody in the 313. No, what's up, guys? Still September 8th, depending on when you're watching this video. It's 2025. Hope everyone's having a really good day. Man, so in the last video, I was kind of talking about, I thought today was going to be crap. Last week, I'm not going to lie. So last week, I even talked about it Friday in my video, was an amazing week. I was like, man, it was almost how scary it was. I had a great Monday. Sunday was good. I had a great Monday. I had a good Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday came, guys, and it's kind of a slower day at work and kind of drug, and I had stuff to do, and I had anxiety and just didn't have a good time. When I got home, I was kind of short with my wife, which is my fault. My wife's great, but I was just kind of short with everybody and just kind of cranky and a butthead. So I know she'll never watch this because she gets enough of me at home. She doesn't need to or she doesn't ever going to have the need to want to watch me on a review, probably, unless I'm dead and gone and she just feels really lonely. And in that case, hey, sweetie, I'm still watching you in the shower. It's all good. But anyways, I just wanted to say that I will keep doing videos as much as I can. I'll try to make stuff different with what I have. I've never been the person to buy jewelry or buy items just to review them. It was because I had every intent of keeping them, or I love them, or even as recently, if I got something and I knew I wasn't going to keep it, I would go ahead and do this because, man, thanks to like the Try Truth and just different videos, gold by the ounce and jewelry from a distance, or whatever that was, just all of you guys and your videos and stuff, it just makes it really easy. Well, makes it easier to buy online. So, someone may say, well, I like what that guy's wearing. What's he wearing? Well, guys, this is a 23-inch and you can't get that unless you have it custom made, and that takes balls, okay? Because, have you ever seen The Walking Dead when the guy can't go back, Bob? I say that all the time. But anyways, to have this 24-inch, it's been years, guys. It's been a journey. It has really, really, really been a journey. And so what I mean by that is, yeah, and you've seen any of the shout outs, Braden's talked about working with me a lot lately. And yes, we have worked together a lot lately. But that's because I've just really know now, I believe I know now. Before, I'd get something and I'd say, man, I'm never getting rid of it, and I'd get rid of it. No, I'm never. Now it's kind of the point where those options and those days are gone, and it's financial wise. You can't, the days of buying something and then buying it again are over. Okay, I can't do that. Who can? So, how many times have I bought a 6mm rope? I bought it in 4, I've had it in 18 several times, and 22. And I'm just, that's not going to fly anymore. And these reviews and stuff like that are becoming even more important with the economy and how much things are starting to cost, especially gold, guys, whether it's tariffs or just gold costs going up. As of today, gold is at $3,652 as of right now. I just checked it before I got on here, and that's a record. Okay, gold's never been higher than that. It was $350 when I was in high school in '02. So, with that being said, I know I'm not going to have any 3mm Franco reviews. I didn't, when I had the Franco, I didn't, the 22 karat and 3.5 and all that. I didn't make reviews. I didn't do any of that. I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't think anybody would want to watch. I didn't think it'd be helpful. So going through all those, I know I'm not going to have any Francos. I'll never probably have a Mariner chain or an Anchor chain or a Gucci puff, or, those are just, the Tiger Eye chain's kind of cool. They're rare, as for a flat link, that's just not me. They're super cool. They're super comfortable. They have a lot of presence, and they're gold. So who gives a rip? If that's the material you're getting, the precious metal. But, it's getting really, really hard. So that's why I kind of just put my foot in and I was like, I'm going to buy. I have been through A to Z And now it seems like everybody's just chasing their tail. We're in a big circle sometimes. Like we buy stuff, we get rid of it, we miss it. So I really I went back and I watched my own reviews and I couldn't believe, because I don't like watching myself. And I didn't watch like, the whole thing from beginning to end. I would start the video, fast forward till I seen like me talking like this, like a normal person, like blah, 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 blah. And I'd pause it and I say, do I like that? And what I ended up finding out is the 26 inches on me, as my style and my age and everything, will I ever want to go back? Yeah, I miss the 26 inch, look, and that rope, throwing on a 6mm 18 karat gold rope. However, I just really, really like this look, and I kind of want to have, and I like having different looks too. I did, but it was like, do you want to have that much invested into that and buy other, or do you want to, maybe sell a few chains and then buy ones that you're going to be in and that you can get multiple uses out of? So for instance, that's why I really wanted this one back, because it is my starting point, the 23 inch 3.2, everything that I knew that I wanted because of either weight. Yes, I'd love to have a 7mm Cuban or 9mm Cuban, 10mm Cuban again. The truth is, it's heavy, it's a lot of weight, it's a lot of presence. And I kind of wanted to go back to something like this. Either it's by itself, sorry guys, or stacked together, or throw a pendant on it. And so that's kind of what I'm getting at here. I've been through it. So where do I go from here with buying chains? What chains would I want to buy? Well, I don't know. I thought about getting the 18 karat gold, rose gold, 2mm heavy cable link to pair as a 3-chain look with the other two 18 karat, the yellow and the white gold ones, all at 22 inches. Didn't know how I would think about that. Thought I might miss the rope with back and forth, and then I've got that tri-colored rope coming, and I just feel like I'm covered there. The rope chain is my favorite chain, and I thought about it. It was like, well, do you want to get another rope? The 6mm and the 5mm is kind of, the 4 and the 5 is what I'd go for, but the 4, I would need a little bit smaller. I would recommend like a 22 inch. 24 would probably be the longest. But a 24 inch 5mm would absolutely be fine. And so I thought about that, but then you're starting to get up, and I've had them before. And the 5mm 14 karat gold rope was the first gold chain that I had ever bought. So I've been back and forth on it. However, when it comes down to it, the rope chain is probably my favorite chain, and I'll always have that. But I think for comfort and everything else and just everyday wearability for me, I have switched to that heavy link. It's a round chain, and the ropes I've talked about, they just kind of shimmer. And the smaller they are, so a bigger rope chain, guys, has bigger finished sides, right? So of course it's gonna shine all the way up and down. Whereas if you got like a 4mm and the cuts are that big, it's gonna, as it turns, it's just gonna hit. This is rolls. The light on these just roll up and down. I watch it all the way to my finger over here. I watch it go back. And it just, anytime I move, I noticed that. And so I really thought that was it. I was thinking, what chains I want to buy every chain that I want right now. I want to make sure I have them. And so that's why I got the 22 inches. It's like I need a 22 inch chain. I always end up buying them, and then I'll regret getting rid of it. And it's because I want to wear everything. And it's like, no. So I got the two together to pair together. And also the white gold one with that 18 karat gold white mini Boss Cross. Because what if, like I said, gold's getting more and more expensive. So what if in 5 years, a year, 5 months, 50 months, who knows, I'm walking and I see a white gold pendant that I just flip and love. and most cowboy stuff or anything like that's going to be white gold probably. And I don't have a white gold chain. But now, now I do. I got this one, and yes, it would have been a lot cheaper to buy years ago, but you know what? Stop the bleeding now. Go ahead and get it. Same thing with the yellow gold 2mm. That's why I haven't bought the rose gold, guys, because I know in my heart I will never buy a rose gold pendant. It is just not for me. They're super cool. It's super dope. It's just not for me. On the try, I definitely love that. I think I'm getting more and more attached to this bracelet, by the way. The more I think about buying another bracelet, the more I'm just like, I don't need it, don't want it. If the only way this could be any better if it was an 18 karat, but I don't even care because again, when we're talking about sentimental and stuff like that, the first chain that I got was a rope chain and it was 14 karat. So this right here and the sentimental simplicity of it blows my mind. It just makes me super happy. So in my head, will I buy any more Cubans? Like, why? I've got this 4mm. I mean, I could do a 5mm, but that's really close to a 7. But then you're now, it's several $1,000s more than what it was a year ago or years ago, okay? So they're very more expensive. They're much more expensive. So I like my Jacoji Curb, and it's like, I think if I was going to do that, I would want to just get a 5.5mm or something like that, because I do love the Daniel Jewelry Inc., the flat edges, but the Baby Curb has that. And I know they're not handmade, but that's, when you got the DJI, they got the handmade whenever they're like 5-6mm and stuff, 6mm and up. Would I get another heavy link? What? The 2.7? Well, I would want it in 22 karat. That's $4,000, dollars or something like that now. And so it's like, okay, well, would you rather have the 2.7 or the 3.2? 3.2, and you've seen it on, I've always said it's my favorite. I think when I had it, I was like, well, I probably should have got 2.7 for pendants. No, the 3.2 is fine. It's the perfect solitaire. So I was just thinking to myself, it's like, okay, well, when I buy those 22-inch chains, I guess I could just wear them together at 22 inches. But then I thought, well, you know what? It is go ahead and get them, because I can pair, you guys have seen me have the 23-inch with the 24-inch Jacoji Curb. I think most of you have seen me with the 23-inch and then both having two 24 inches down here, the Jacoji Curb and that 4mm Figaro and 18 karat. Well, also guys, if you eliminate this, okay, and we're just wearing this at 23, well, you know how at 24 it was just right under? Well, guess what? When I wear the 22s, and hoodie's not the best place to wear a shorter chain because it's going to get caught up on this, it's going to get tucked. However, when you stack them or you have a little heavier, it has a tendency to lay out. So even though this is a 23-inch and you see that it might end up doing this and everything else throughout the day, while I have that 24-inch on top of it or beside it, it helps it lay flat. So what I've done is I thought, well, you got the 24-inch, look here. You wear those two together up here. And originally it was a 2.5mm yellow gold rope, the one that I traded for the Tri-Cold that's coming. And I wore it with a 2mm heavy cable link. Well, now I've got the two white and the yellow heavy cable link. And even I have that 2.2mm rope coming, the tricolor. Guys, that's gonna look cool. And it does. I mean, I did the video the other day why, I think I called it, to be number one, you have to be a little odd, meaning like 21-inch, 23-inch, 25. And the 23-inch, that's why, because, and that was my plan today, was to bring up here and just show you guys the 22 inches, the heavy cable links together with this, and then, also to show you what it would look like with a 2.2mm tricolor rope. Unfortunately, FedEx had other plans. That's okay. It would be cool if it comes early tomorrow morning. I'll be able to get it, and we'll get Diego's stuff sent out to him, and I'll have that. So, what chains will I buy? What would I buy? I bought a chain today, guys, and I'm not gonna lie. You're really thinking about it. I may get a rope chain. It would either be a 4 millimeter or a 5 millimeter 18 karat or 22 karat gold rope. The rope chains, the thing about it is they are a totally different color yellow, gold wise. I mean, there's no plating or anything on them. They're Peruvian, the ones that we've been getting, or I've been getting, you know, Jacoji gets fancy, but that's always what I've kind of been looking for. Excuse me. Sorry. So when you pair that up with something like this, if I were to put a 24-inch, and I'll show you tomorrow when I put them next to each other, it's going to be, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, it's the natural color, and that bright yellowish color to it makes it shine, makes it very noticeable, and that's one of the most luxurious things about the rope chain that there's. But that's what I was thinking. It was like, well, I'm going to get a 5 millimeter because sentimental. And then I think, you dumbass, this, you know, you don't do that just to do that. The only really rope chain, you know, if I got a 5, it could hang below. You'd have to get a 26 and cut it to 25. Or I could get it at 24 inches and wear it under this. And that would be fine. But this is a 3.2. I think maybe the 4 millimeter would look really good under it. To go above it, you wouldn't really be able to do that, I don't think, because you want your bigger chain to be underneath, guys. It looks a little weird unless you got a pendant on it. So that's my announcement. When it comes to pendants, that'll probably be the one thing in jewelry that I would probably still buy here. And I know they're still expensive, but I've thought about, with a lot of thought on the standard flooded Boss Cross lately, I just think that I love that piece a lot, but I've been thinking a lot. Hey, Mike, Try Truth, there goes one of your Chevys, buddy, right down the road. Black, just like yours. Super nice truck, guys. Forgot what I was saying. I was just like, hey, there's a pretty truck. But, oh yeah, so pendants, and it's like, you know, and I know they take a while, but it's one of those things that if, you know, you don't have, if you're just like, you know, I want to get something to throw on there, I think one of the coolest pendants, guys, are the Diamond Lions, okay? And the Diamond Angels. Of course, I have the large Diamond Angel. I've always thought about getting a smaller one, except I have a 22 karat mini angel, and I've worn it to a lot of special things. My grandpa, my dad, my mom's funeral, putting animals down, just anything that I found that I needed a little bit of comfort. When I come to work sometimes and I'm not having the best day, in the morning I'll wear it, and I have a better day. It's my little good luck charm. So I almost bought a white gold one. And by the way, he's got those in stock. And I thought, well, I'll buy a standard because I love that size. But I was like, well, with your head hurting and everything else and your neck, that's kind of why you got rid of the standard size. And so I just thought, you know, yesterday I'm going to wear my mini Boss Cross a lot. And I happened to get a headache, and it was just like, you know, just stick with the mini sizes and just stick with the gold. I love the Diamond Angel. The angel wings, or the wings with the diamonds in them. Absolutely, guys, exquisite and just beautiful. Let me tell you why I'm jumping right there. So I pulled out it's like a brand new puffer jacket, okay? It is a puffer jacket. It's a polo, big white horse on it and everything. I may have worn this jacket twice, okay? It's a bigger size jacket, and and I've lost, you know, about a little over 100 pounds. Well, I've lost over 100 pounds, guys. And so I don't wear this jacket. And I've been thinking about one of these homeless guys that always comes into the shop, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. And he came in the other day. And I said, if you come in Monday, I'll have this jacket for you. I'll bring it. He said he'll come in. I forgot it. So I called my wife, and she brought it up here to me. So it's a puffer jacket, right? So I'm bringing it in the store, and I'm squeezing it to get all the air out of it and stuff like that. And I go sit it down back there, and I come and I sit down and I pick my phone up, and a big old spider, man, just crawls right down my shoulder, right through my elbow, over my arm, flung it down, and screamed like a little girl I am. And I don't care who heard it, but I did my war cry, and I won. I am not a Miss Muffet. I will not be a victim. Ugh. So anyways, freaking spook. So I just like, what change would I get? And it's like, well, I might get this. I might get just an individual. Guys, I really, really love this heavy cable link. I don't know why, to switch it up with a rope would be fine. But to be able to wear this just to make memories with it and everything else is amazing. So I've thought about it. It's like, well, what pendants would I even want? I've got the 18 karat gold white Boss Cross and the 22 karat gold mini angel and the large diamond angel and 18 karat. And I have, my daughter's name in small script. I thought about doing my last name in small script. Thing is, I just don't know if I want my last name out there all the time anymore. I'm very private, guys. I was so loud and crazy when I was younger. I'd want to ride around in convertibles and just extra. Like I tell you, I'm flamboyant on game days, guys. That's how I felt all the time, but not anymore. I want to just kind of be left alone and do my own thing. So with that being said, I am very, very interested because the standard diamond lion is as big almost as the large lion. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I've had the lions, guys. I've had every carat of them. The higher the purity, the better the lion looks. Hands down, okay? There is no doubt about it. The diamonds look great and everything else, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you get a 22 karat diamond or a 22 karat lion, the features, the face, everything on it just sticks out more. I don't know if it's because of the coloring or what, but it is a lot more predominant. So I've been, man, what should I get? Should I get a diamond lion? I think they're so cool. And I think what I'm gonna do is I think eventually I'll order an emerald lion because my birthstone is May, my daughter's birthstone is May. I probably would have went ahead and ordered an emerald lion, except the whole Micah Parson thing, he goes by the lion, does that lion crawl. It's really throwing me off, guys. I was so happy. I watched some of that Green Bay game. I took a nap yesterday, but I watched some of that Green Bay game and was just thrilled that he got that win and that sack yesterday. 3 quarterback pressures, way to go, my guy. And so what I'm thinking, guys, I've got this and I've got this, and I've worn this with the 4mm Figaro. But I don't know if you guys, so what I was gonna say is I would probably order a 22 karat gold mini Boss Cross or a standard, just because, just because, but I either one of those would be great to me, but I'm really considering buying a mini or standard 22 karat gold lion. I've had them before. The mini is very mini. It is a smaller chain, and it's one that, to me, like someone has to be standing here talking to you to notice really what it is. It's more of a, sentimental thing once you start getting in standard and everything, of course. But again, 22 karat gold mini lion to me looks a lot more detailed than a 14 karat gold yellow lion. And you guys can check that out for yourself. Look it up on YouTube. I've had them in my hands. I've seen it. So, angel wings, the Jacoji Ghost I've always thought was super cool. Just really, I know I have diamond eyes, so it was a little out of my budget there for that. What would I do? So I had the M2 script. I thought about seeing I think Brian is who I sold it to. I can't remember, but seeing if they wanted to sell it back to me. Then I was like, well, no, you don't really ever wear it. And so that's what I was kind of got at. So it was like, you're not going to be wasting money on chains. Don't waste money on pendants. That's stupid. Okay. So it's like, you don't wear the angel all the time. You barely wear it. Don't need a white gold angel just to say you have a white gold angel mark. Calm down, son. But I don't have the lion pendant anymore. I've always liked it a lot. And I know gold is going to keep going up and up and up. And it would be cool to have that. But again, it's one of those things like, so I order it, I get it. Am I going to want to wear it right away? I'm going to want to throw it on. And it's like, well, maybe that day when I get it, but it's a 22 inch. So it's really going to, chain is what I'm going to wear it on because it's a smaller pendant. It can't go down here. So it's going to be up here, which means that I don't have the rule of 4 because I'm not wearing 26 inches, which means that's the only thing I can wear would be that 2mm, or I could put it on, probably this 23 inch 3.2, or that rope that's coming. But now we're down to you can wear that one chain and that, and we're looking at, I'm not sure, it's like $800 now, guys. I mean, I know that they've gone up a lot because everything has gone up. But so where do I go? What would I buy? Well, as of right now, because like I said, if, in the group of Try Truth or something, if I see something that I wanted or there's a really good deal on something, I will jump on it. I'm going to jump on it. Jump on it. However, when it comes to, I don't really know where where to start to buy. I've really considered a 4mm concave curb because I love the 5mm so much, and I have the 4. I bought the 5. I sent it back. That's the thing about links, guys. Get something. If you don't do this with everything, you'll get cut off probably. But I'm just saying, if you buy something and you get it, or and you don't like it and you want to upgrade, or you just don't like it, it's not the style for you, they do have a return policy. So again, don't take advantage and don't abuse, but that is something very good to have. So we're 26 minutes and 29 seconds into this video. Are you still here with me? Are you interested to know what I bought? So the last chain that I could imagine, I bought the 4, I don't have it, I keep pointing, but I bought the 4mm Figaro, guys. I don't know what size my other one was, the original one that I got when I was a kid. I'm guessing probably a 5 or 6, 5 to 7mm. Anyways, I'd seen that he had a 4.5mm, and I was going to jump on that. We had talked about that, and I knew that he had a 3.2 and 18 karat, a 4.5 and 18 karat, and a 4 and 18 karat. And the truth was, I really wanted the 4.5. I was in between the 4 and the 5mm. I didn't know which one to get, so I was like, get the 4.5, it's the best. Then I looked at kind of comparisons and pictures, and the 4mm, the links are just a little tighter. And this is the way that chain looks. Now, there's not that, there's nothing wrong with the 4.5, guys. Please don't take that. What I'm saying is, the 4mm just looks really, really good, and it looked good on me. And I thought, well, if I got a 4.5, it would look good too. But the 4mm by itself is just real clean, and it doesn't look like a real super thin chain on me. It doesn't look like it doesn't belong to me. It just looks like it's comfortable and it's a good chain. So I thought to myself, man, I wish I could just wear this chain all the time, because that's what I kind of wanted to do in the beginning, is just wear the Figaro. I know Braden wears his flat curbs under his, so say like if I was wearing this today and I didn't want the Figaro to be out, I'd wear the Figaro under my shirt. I'd just tuck it in, just leave it there, shower in it, sleep in it, create everything with it. If I'm pairing this, the Figaro's under there. If I have the white cross and the white heavy cable link out here, there's still that yellow gold Figaro under there. And just to make memories and everything with it. Well, I thought, well, man, maybe I should buy a 22-inch 4mm. And I just, because that would be up to here. And I thought, well, no, that I don't think this really necessarily looks good. So I thought, what would I do? And I gave it, I have been thinking about it for a week or so. And for some reason, it was either last night or this morning, I looked at the gold one more time, the price, and I knew it went up, and I thought, I'm just going to do it. There's no, again, if I absolutely hated what I did, I guarantee it, because there's a return policy, I could return it. I don't plan on doing that. What I bought, guys, was off Links Resell. It wasn't from off Jacoji's site. It was off the Links Resell, the sister site. The Figaros that I've always wanted were Italian, and that kind of held me back from buying for a while, because I just wanted an Italian Figaro. I thought that's that's the way they go. You know, that's the way for it to be. Then I just keep looking at this 4mm fig I got, and it's just like I look at some of the other ones I've been doing reviews, because today I decided what I was going to do. I was going to tell you. I thought, see if he's got any smaller ones. See if he's got one size smaller, like a 3 or 3.2 or 3.5, and he did. He has a 3.2mm Figaro, and he has them in 18 karat. That's the smallest that they go down to, in 18 karat. But again, I thought, I'm going to do it. It weighs a little under 10 grams, I think, so 10 grams. It's going to move all over the place, guys, especially in this. This would be a no-go, because you're going to be looking at, this chain right here weighs 36 grams. You're going to be looking at something about that short weighing 10 grams. So it's going to be floating all over unless you stack it. But what I thought with it is, I do get headaches and stuff on smaller chains, or, you know, neck pains. But I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy this chain, and I'm going to see what it looks like stacked with this one. So I have this one stacked here, and the 4mm Figaro looks okay stacked with the 3.2mm heavy link. But the 4mm curb looks a little bit better, baby curb. So, or both of those down here, it looks really good. But I thought, you know what? That 22 inch, guys, is going to fit. Just like right now, this 23 is just sitting right above this 24, right? Let me go ahead and fix it up. Every time I do that, I kind of mess it up, I know. And this actually stays where it's supposed to stay pretty well, guys. Today, it's not really done anything. I mess it up more trying to fix it looking into the camera here. But, so that 22 inch is going to lay right here. So it's 24, 23. They're going to have that same amount of gap. So that 22 Figaro. So I'm going to have a 3.2mm Figaro, and then the 3.2mm heavy link. Both are in 18 karat. And however, the round chains, guys, always look better. Ropes always look better, heavy links. I mean, come on, this is a 3.2 and this is a 4. And they look pretty dang close. So that's what I did. And with that being said, I will try again to just, you know, hey, today we're going to have a pendant on the tri-rope, or today we're going to throw pendants on the Jacoji curb, or today we're going to do that, or today I'm going to show you the Jacoji curb with a 2-piece swimsuit. I'm just kidding, guys. I will only wear 1 piece. Anyways, that's probably what's going to happen. However, I think, like, I know that you guys are like, wow, you're booming with reviews. You're just letting them fly. Yeah, but I mean, there was a reason. This was football week. This is very special. I just also want to say, guys, that in 8 days, now I had 2 reviews before. I did one when I got just a real quick video on the large diamond 18 karat angel. And I did one on a 22 inch, 5.5mm 18 karat baby curb, which I wish I would have gotten a 24 inches to this day, but I didn't. And so there was not any reviews or anything, but I started doing reviews and videos last year on September 16th. And so it's almost been a year, so I'm just wanting to get there. And so I will do a review on my 4mm Figaro coming up. We'll do some pendants and stuff. But yes, guys, I ordered a 3.2mm Figaro and 22 inches from Links Resale. And when I get that, we'll do a review. We'll pair it up. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed.